Your best friends are a slow and deadly poison. Okay, now this one, it might well cut a bit too deep for most people. So that's the disclaimer. Now I want you to take this on board and not be offended by this, but your friends, particularly your so-called best friends, are often your worst enemies in disguise. Now, what do I mean by this? Your friends are not your friends if they are completely comfortable watching you stay absolutely average. If every conversation that you are having with them is just pure gossip, talking about football, talking about weekend plans, talking about drinking, about partying, talking about other people, complaining about things constantly. None of them are ever talking about real growth. They're not talking about wealth. They're not talking about responsibility. They're not talking about accountability. They're not talking about building a legacy, building a family, talking about financial freedom. If your so-called friends are not talking about these things, then you simply have the wrong circle and you are in the wrong room. Because people, we become our environment. If you sit with broke people for long enough, you will start defending passionately your broke habits. It actually reminds me of a saying that a client of mine said, and it really made me laugh. And I've since used it a few times, and it always seems to bring a smile to other people's faces. Gentleman is from up north in the UK. And I was having a client meeting with him. He was one of the other agents' clients, and then I went on a meeting with him. Probably been a client of ours for 4 or 5 years. At the time, it was probably only about a year. And he said to me, he said, Jack, what I realized, if you're hanging about with the 4 men in Weatherspoons, you're going to become the 5th man in Weatherspoons. And it really made me laugh. And it's just such a great way to really bring people that are in that situation right down to earth. The fact of the matter is that a lot of people call laziness balance. They call fear being realistic. They call being average being normal. No, it is complete and utter weakness. And most people, they'll never become successful because they're so used to fitting in. Winners understand this. Sometimes growth, a lot of the time growth, it requires complete isolation. Sometimes elevation, again, majority of the time, it requires separation. And trust me when I say this, you are going to offend average people in absolute abundance when it comes to your journey of becoming exceptional. Your circle, your core circle, needs to absolutely challenge your standard, not protect your excuses. Just literally take a second now and just have a think about it. Just close your eyes if you want, write it down, but just ask yourself these very simple questions and be honest with the answers. Are your friends actually helping you to build your future, or are they silently destroying it? Are your friends normalizing mediocrity? Because if so, it is costing you millions. Do your friends actually have your best interests at heart? Because what I mean by that is that a true friend should tell you the absolute God's honest truth and not have any fear of it offending you or damaging your relationship. That means that they have your full and best interests at heart. That is the sign of a true friend. Now, what you need to do is you need to choose your friends like your life depends on it, because it absolutely does.